Good afternoon, everyone. This is YC from YC Cooks and Bakes. Welcome to my channel. It's nice to see everyone. If you are new here, please comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know the kinds of things you like to see in cooking and baking videos. And if you subscribe to my channel, you will see all the recipes that I make in the description. Tonight I'm just cooking supper. Just a regular old supper. I'm just going by what we have left in the house. Tomorrow is a brand new shopping day, and this is the end of our grocery list. So I'm using up 2.5 chicken breasts and some leftover mushrooms that we have, and I have some egg noodles. So I thought I would do kind of like a mock stroganoff, do a chicken stroganoff as opposed to a beef stroganoff. And so I thought I would take you along. And right now I'm just going to be adding water to my pan so that I'll be able to cook the noodles after. And I'll move you a little bit forward so you can see. Let's see here. Well, you can see my pan, and I have to put some water in it, obviously, to boil the noodles. That's my phone. I'm going to go ahead and answer that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Burial insurance. Not interested. Okay. And I'm just going to add a little bit of salt to this water, and that's all. And I will meet you at the counter. Okay, I'm at the counter. I'm just going to be cutting up some mushrooms. Been cold the last couple nights in South Carolina. It's supposed to be cold again tonight. Not as bad as the last couple nights, but once you get down into the 30-degree region towards freezing, it's cold as cold, right? So this is Tuesday. A lot of people have, Taco Tuesday. If we have tacos or burritos, I usually have those on a Friday so that my husband can eat them. During the week, he has to go to sleep for third shift, and then they're really unhandy for him to take in his lunch. They just, my husband and I like the hard tacos, and all of our boys like the soft tacos. And these get soggy and stuff in his lunch. It's just not handy. It's not a good idea for us. So if I make them, it'd be like a Friday, usually just once a month. So, and that was my mushrooms. And now I'm going to cut up some onion. Probably just half of an onion. That's probably what I'm going to do. Okay. And this will be for my sauce. So I'll put this wooden board is for my vegetables. I'll put it aside with the mushrooms. And that will be for my sauce that I'm going to be doing. And now I'm going to concentrate on the chicken that I've already cleaned. You clean yours how you're used to doing, whatever your family likes. This is a half a breast I had that I wanna use up. And this board right here, you'll see if I lift it up, I use for meats only. For obvious reasons. Okay. Back in the bowl. These are great big pieces, aren't they? And what I usually do is I usually cut it in half. See, you get two pieces, beautiful pieces of chicken. But today, I'm just going to be putting it all in a stroganoff and buying some more meat tomorrow. Woo. Definitely don't look to me for cutting skills. I'm like the worst one at it, so my husband's good at it. And this one. And you may think it's a lot, but like I said, I gotta feed sometimes 6 people. Okay, now I'm going to bring you back to the stove. Okay, we're back at the stove, and I have my knife cleaned and put away, and my meat cutting board cleaned and put away. Of course, you know, you don't leave stuff like that out for long. It just causes problems. And this is the chicken you saw me cut up. And while I'm waiting for my oil to heat up to cook it, I'm going to add a little bit of kosher salt. Not much. You know, just because, you know, it's meat, it needs salt. Because after when we make our sauce, I'll be cooking with, you know, my Knorr chicken broth. And I'm going to use some garlic powder because I'm out of my minced garlic right now. So, you know, you use what you have towards the end of the grocery list. And then some cracked black pepper, which we all know is really, really good in a stroganoff. And I'm gonna move it around with one of my hands that I'll wash so that each piece can get a coating of the kosher salt, cracked black pepper, and garlic powder. So it's got some seasoning. There, that's good. Now I'm gonna wash my hand. I'm just waiting for the pan to heat up. I'm going to put some of that salt in my water for my egg noodles after too. So egg noodles are pretty good. They don't stick together like some pastas, but I'm going to put a little bit I'm going to use some salted water. That's how I usually do it. You don't want to use too much you know, olive oil and stuff like that in your water, because what happens is that after you drain your pasta, you know, the sauce runs off of it. So you have to be careful about what you want to do with the pasta. If you leave it a little bit on the sticky side, it'll adhere to it more, you know what I mean? What did I say? Sticky? It'll stick to it, not sick to it. Has it been a long day or what? Goodness gracious. All right, I'm gonna slowly put this in so that we can cook it. Yeah, you hear it sizzle? So I'm going to get this, my chicken pieces that I cut up cooked. I'll clean the bowl and things that I have used, and I will bring you back. Okay, it's almost done. The chicken's almost done. I'll tilt you forward so you can see it. See how it's all turned white? So I'm just using, cooking it until the moisture, the fluid at the bottom that has come out of the meat is gone, and that it turns a little bit brown. And then I can make my sauce from what chicken has cooked to the bottom of the pan. And I'll bring you back. Okay, all the juice, the fluid in the chicken is gone now, and it's caramelizing to the bottom of the pan. And you can see with this piece of chicken how it has that nice rich brownness to it that's caramelized. And if you can cut it with the wooden spoon without using a knife, you know for sure it's done. And it's time to take the chicken part out of the pan. At this time, we're going to go ahead and melt 3 to 4 tablespoons of salted butter. And this is when I put my onions in the pan. That will pick up all that caramelization from the chicken. So you can get all that flavor that's in the bottom of the pan in your sauce. I'll saute these around and bring you back. Okay, while I was cooking the chicken, my water came to a boil for my pasta, and I'm putting in a whole bag of egg noodles, and I just wanted you to see what I was using. I normally open it up better than that, but the phone rang again. Can you believe it? You know, it's that time of day. All right, I'll bring you back. Okay, so I sauteed the oven with the butter in the bottom of that pan, and it picked up all of the goodness that was in the bottom. So at this time, I will go ahead and add my mushrooms. Okay, the mushrooms are sauteed now. You can hopefully see them in the bottom of the pan. Okay, and at this time, I had already also seasoned again with the pepper and the garlic powder, not the salt though, because I'll be using, remember, the Knorr chicken broth to make my sauce. But with the 4 tablespoons of butter in here, I will be adding 3 to 4 tablespoons of flour to make a roux, like a paste. So when I add in my water and my broth, it'll turn it into a sauce. And I just wanted to let you know I was using flour on this recipe, not cornstarch. Okay. Okay. While I had cooked my roux for a minute before adding in my broth, the egg noodles were done. So I am draining them in a colander right now. This has made a very beautiful sauce. And, you know, you can add sour cream to it, you know, whatever you want, how you like to do your stroganoff type meals. You can add, at this point though, you should taste your sauce so that you know if it needs more black pepper, does it need more sodium, does it need more chicken broth, you know, what kind of flavor, if any. And I'll show you what the sauce looks like. You can see the mushrooms in it. Okay. And you just take a teaspoon, and this is when you should taste your sauce. So if there's anything you want to do to it before adding that chicken back in it, now's the time to do it. It's really good. It's really good. But, you know, I make these basic sauces all the time that I build on. So I'm used to it. I have a feel for how much to use. It is absolutely delicious, spot on. And I'll make sure I put it in the description for you. I have done this type of meal before, and at this time I do want to add a little bit of sour cream to it, and then I'm going to put the chicken, I'm going to fold the chicken back into it, and it will be ready to go over our noodles, and I can meet you at the counter to serve you a plate of our chicken and mushroom stroganoff. Okay, supper is ready. And I will tilt you forward so you can see it. This is our chicken stroganoff. It has mushrooms and onion and beautiful big pieces of chicken in a beautiful sauce made with real chicken broth and sauteing onions and mushrooms and butter into a roux. And I can promise you, no canned soup was harmed in the making of this chicken stroganoff. It was simple, it was quick, it's delicious from scratch. And if you want, you can put parsley on top or green onion or a little bit more cracked or crushed black pepper. So I hope that you give this meal a try on another one of my budget from scratch friendly meals. And let me know what kind of meals you like to have on your budget friendly nights. Have a great night.